Good evening, everyone. My name is Seth here at Moose Platte Mountaineer. Thank you very much for joining me in this video and this activity that I've planned for you. I am titling this video Basic Chicken Broth with your Victorinox. As you can see here, I have two models. I have the Victorinox one-handed Trekker and my Victorinox Forester M10. These are the models that I use to do any basic food prep, which is my responsibility in the evening times due to the fact that my wife works and I need to do essentially basic food prep skills. Okay, and so without essentially further ado, I am going to explain to you what I do to make a simple chicken broth, particularly to bring out the flavor. Okay, so I'm just going to clear all this off for a minute. Okay, all right. And first and foremost, all the activities I will be doing, you can do with either one of these models if you feel so innovatively inclined to do so, okay? If not, I'm sure you could go to your standard kitchen tools such as your peeler and your all the other carvers and stuff, right, to do your activities. Okay, so if you're somebody who wants to prep a soup out and about and you don't exactly have the tools that you need, the back part of your wood saw and your Victorinox makes for an excellent peeler. Okay, so you just do this all around. See that? Okay, and mind you, if you feel so inclined to do so, you can actually do this a little bit more vigorously and create little shavings that you could add into your soup, which actually I've done once before, and they bring out the flavor exponentially better. And I know in the case of my 5-year-old, he very much loves that because he is still learning to like carrots. So the fact of the matter is, having a way to get the nutrients of the carrot in there, and not having for him to chew it, that's a very good edge that I could use. No pun intended. So you use the back part, right, and it just kind of peels it right off here. Okay, see that? Peeling it off. Okay, so there you have a nice peeled carrot with the back part of a saw, which is on both of those tools, both of the tools, right, that I have. Cut the carrot down the middle here. Trying to do this in frame so you guys have a clear view. My apologies if it's not. Okay. All right. Again, I'm no expert cutter specifically when it comes to food prep, but you know, I do okay. Okay. I'm just doing a couple carrots here, but I'm only going to really do just one for this video. Okay. Then what I'll do is I'll toss them in the bowl there. I'll show you here in a second, just because I don't want them to discolor. Okay, this is the bowl that I'm putting them in. All right. I'll put them in the pot here. The water just barely started boiling. Okay, so we've got the carrots here. Okay, got these carrots. Tossing them all in like that, right? Okay, got some carrots. Now, of course, your onion. Again, I'm no particular person when it comes to onion cutting. I just like, okay, whatever loosens up the excess dried out skin of the onion, I'm okay with, right? So I actually clean this knife 2 to 3 times a week, maybe 4, because I use it I mainly use this for food prep base, and I have used this guy, the one-handed Trekker, particularly when there's meats involved. Okay, so the menu for tonight essentially is going to be a chicken soup with potentially a grilled cheese. Right, that's what I'm doing. So I'm doing the soup part right now. Okay, and the best part about this is that these don't necessarily have to be particularly in large chunks. They could just be in large chunks like this, because that's how I'm literally going to put them in there, because it's mainly for the flavor. I'm not going to dice them up small or anything. All right, so I'm just going to set these off to the side. Okay, and just put them in the bowl for a little bit. Ugh. Onion's getting to me. Woo! Okay, and now for the celery. Okay. okay? Now, given I'm not super huge into food prep in the sense that I'm not super talented at it. However, I do okay. And that's really all that matters, right? You know, my wife works really hard, and I want to support her in any possible way that I can. And if it isn't just the simple way of food prep, then I feel accomplished. I feel like, you know, there's a way, it adds value to my life. And this is where I personally think that something like the Victorinox M10 helps me promote the value that I can offer, but it also does it in a very fun and exciting way for me, okay? So, essentially, to close in this video really quick, okay, because I don't want it to go too long, right? You could use the back tool here for peeling carrots. And it works actually fairly well. I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure on it. If you notice, I'm not, okay? It's very just a little bit of pressure, okay? Because it's essentially already sharp, because it's a very sharp edge right there, okay? And then I just come over here with the M10, slice it right off, okay? It's a little messy, sorry. Oop, forgot this part over here. All right. Then we have right here, there we go, see, ta-da. All right. There we go. Just cutting up the last little carrot. I got a few more to do, but this is essentially, you know, just the repetition of it all, right? Got a little more celery cut up, but, right, just put it all in there. And I'll show you my nice little bowl here in a second. So this is my nice little bowl that's eventually going to be the broth that I'm going to put inside the boiling water, right? I'm going to cut up at least 3 more carrots and at least a little bit more celery, right? So, coming down to it, when it comes down to simple little food prep, making it exciting, something innovative and new, those are some simple. That's a little simple task that you can use just to be creative and innovative. Just, you know, to kind of make it a little challenge for yourself per se. Okay, so. Again, my name is Seth. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please, let me know if you use any of these methods. Let me know your experiences, what you cooked. Let me know what you thought about the methods that you used. I will put the information of these knives in the comment section. Please check them out. And if you like them, don't hesitate to get them. I promise you guys will not be disappointed. All right. Again, my name is Seth and from Moose Platte Mountain. Thank you for tuning in this video, and I will see you in the next one.